Hi guys, my name is Kuram and today I'm going to have a video about chart.js with Angular. In this video, I will try to have a chart like this one. Actually, this chart represents a game where two players are playing with the dice, and the player who get 250 first, he will win the game. So here I have two players, Hashim and Maiza, and here we can see the chart actually showing the result or history of the whole numbers. For example, Maiza, she first got 6 and then 4 and then 3 and so on. I'm implementing this chart with the Angular and chart.js. So let's start. I have created a project. Here we can see it has a default layout or interface, and let's start. So first of all, I'm going to open these two files, and because I will use these files, and let's start the coding. First of all, I'm going to install the chart.js library, and here is the command which I'm going to install. So let's see. I'm installing the version 2.9.4 because it's more stable. And now it has installed. So let's see the code. First of all, for example, let's see if it's working. Yeah, it's still working. And now let's change the code. I'm going to delete this one and see hello world. So to see if the project is working. Yes, it's working. So we should have our first example. So for chart.js, I'm going to have, this is the first example. I'm just going to use the code here, and this is, by the way, this is the documentation for chart.js. So I'm using the first very basic example, and I'm just going to copy the code from here to here, and I am going to paste actually here. But before to paste, I have to create the project, actually have to implement a method. It is implement on init, and let's implement the code. Okay, and here I'm going to paste the code, not this one. The children are playing outside, so that's why they are making very noise. By the way, it's very good weather in Copenhagen today. Anyhow, so this is our code, and this is the problem first of all. And let's import this one, and let's chart, and it's from chart.js. Okay, here we again the problem, and to fix the problem, actually I have to run this command. Actually I have to add in the development. So let's see. Hopefully it will not take much time, and yes, so hopefully the problem is solved. Now we have only one problem, and this one. I have copied the, sorry, not this one. I have copied the code from here, but I haven't added the canvas. Chart.js is a canvas based library, so I have to add here. So I'm going to add here, and let's copy this one from there to there. Let's see the result. Okay, there is an error, and yes, let's delete this one. I don't need at the moment. Okay, we still can't see the result. Maybe, yeah. Sorry, that's my bad. Copy div. Okay, yeah. So now we can see the result. Yeah, it's not very good. So let's delete this one, and let's set the height to 60, so we can see the output. Okay, now we can see the output, but okay, let's add little here style, and padding, let's say 60 pixel, so we can see the result. Okay, so now we can see the result. This is our first chart, and it has 1 2 3 4 values, and it's a bar chart. Okay, so that's good. We can have, with the chart.js, we can have different charts. For example, we can have line chart. See, this is the line chart, and even we can change it here. So if I say fill false, so now it's not filled. Okay, and we can have pie chart. This is a pie chart, and we can have red dot chart. I think the spelling is correct. Yes, it is a red dot chart, and it's okay. Now it's filled, and we can have we can have many charts. Okay, so these are the example of chart.js, and we can change different things. Let's back to the bar, and now we have the bar chart, and let's have single color. So I'm going to delete all these colors. These are the background color, and now actually there is one important thing. Now I have one element in the array. It means I'm saying set the color, this color, to the first element. See, now all these are default colors. Let's change the value so we can see clearly. 13, 15, 12, and again 13. So now we have, what's the problem? 1 2 3 4 5, and this is not that problem. Okay, the first has a very small value. Why it has small value? It's 12, 22. Okay, so now we can see different values. Anyhow, here I said why. Let's say 15. Okay, so now here we can see this has pink color, and all the other element, they have default color. Why? Because we have set only one element in the array. However, if I say only red here, now this is the one color, so now it will show the all charts with the red color. It is too much. Let's have pink. Okay, now similarly, let's have the same color, one single color for where is it? Red for the border. So now we have background pink and the border is red. And let's see the title and say Misa, which is actually, she's first player. By the way, it's a name of my daughter, 4-year-old daughter. And now we have this one. Everything is good. Now let's see what says our example, which we like to focus or implement. Here we like to have a bar chart, the line chart. So let's change from bar to line, and yes. So now we have line chart. Let's change this one from 0 to 250. So in the 250, and vertically from 0 to 6. So let's change it. For this, I have to do something here, and I say scales, yes, and here x-axis, and inside the x-axis an array, and here I'm saying okay. First is ticks. Ticks mean we can change the bottom or the vertically or horizontal labels. So here I'm saying begins at 0 true. So this is saying start with the 0 for let's say first say y-axis. So start with the 0 with y-axis, but this is the y-axis. So now we are starting with the 0. And because in the dice we can have minimum 1 and maximum 6. So let's set the range. Minimum, let's say 0, and max, let's say 6. So now we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's good. And now let's have for x-axis at the same time. Okay, so let's copy this code, paste, and now this time this is x-axis, and this time we said the player who will have 250 will wander in, so game, so we say 250 here or 251. Okay, still it's the bottom, we have this one, so we don't need that anymore. Okay, that's not a good idea. Why that's not a good idea? Because we don't have this one. So let's change, instead of, okay, say 0, 50 and 100, that's 150 and 200 and 250. Let's see now. So we have this one. Let's change this value, because in the dice we can have maximum 1 to 6. So let's say first time is 6, second time is 1, then 3, then again 5, 2, and let's say 6. So okay, that's good. So Maisa, first she got 5, then she got 1, and again she got 3 for the dice, and so on. Yes, it's working, but the problem is first time she got 5, then she got 1, so total is 7. So this dot or point should be somewhere here, just like here. First she got 6 and then 4, so 10 is here, not here. But in the other graph is actually, see in this graph it has crossed 50, which is not a good idea, which is actually not a good idea. I mean, this is a problem. So how to fix this problem? How to have independent points, or the points which are actually according to the x-axis? There are a couple of tricks, and there are of course a couple of solutions, but the solution which I applied is actually a little bit tricky. So in fact this is not the line chart, this is the scatter chart. When we have a scatter chart, we mention x-axis and y-axis, and then it becomes independent to the it becomes independent. So let's do it. As I said, it's not line chart, it's a scatter chart. So SCATTER, hopefully the spelling is right, scatter. And for scatter I don't need this one, so let's close this one because I have mentioned already. And here instead of the points, the value, I have to mention the x-axis and y-axis. So x-axis, for example, 0, y again 0, and now let's see. Okay, first Maisa got 1, so total is 1. Then she got 3, so the total is 4. Then she got 4, let's say, then total is 7. Then again she got 1, so total is 8. And then she got 6, so the total is 14. Let's see. Okay, so now it's working. She started from the 0 when she, okay, then she got 1 and so on. Actually here I can't see the actually flow, so let's have a line. We can have a line in the scatter chart by saying, oh, okay, here show line, yes, and it's true. And line intention, let's say 0.2, no 1, because I don't like the scope, oh sorry, curve. Here we can see, so she started from the first, she got 1, so the total is 1, then she got 3, then got 4, and then again 1, and then 6. So the total is 14, and it's here, it's not here. So the problem is solved, but it's working almost like this chart. Yeah, color is different, so let's make it red. Okay, but the problem is we cannot set all these points by manually or statically. That's not a good idea. So let's have some dynamic data. Here, this is the my method on init method, and I will define all the variables here. I can define here, but then I have to use this keyword in front of every variable, which I don't like. So let's have the number here. So first of all, let Misa data, which is let's say an array. We can define like this. We can define like this in the both ways, but I like this. It's more okay. So it's an array. It's a type of array, and let's say, and it has the value. Okay, so x is for first 0 and y again 0. This is our first value before to start the game. And let's say Misa, Misa total, which means the result of all the returns, and it's type of number, and this time say start 0, and one more time dice value or number. So it's type of also number, and let's say 0. Now I'm going to run a loop. So let's say I is equal to 0, I less than 251, I plus plus. Why 251 here? This value is 251 because the dice can have minimum value 1, and in worst situation, if Misa get 1 all the time, so then still she will have 250 to complete the game. That's why, to handle the worst situation, I have put 251 here. Anyhow, now let's see dice value, which means the result for every time, and says math.floor, and let's say math.random number, and it should be 6 plus 1 to make sure. This formula will return always a value between 1 to 6, and both are included, so it can be 1 or can be 6 for anything. Okay, so this is dice value, and now say Misa total is equal to dice value. Now let's add in the array. So Misa data dot push, and here I'm going to add, and x is Misa total, and y is equal to dice value. That's it. What next? Next, here I have set the value for loop is 251, but it's a very bad practice to run all the time for 251. So I'm going to set the loop condition if Misa total is greater than or equal to 250, then break the loop. That's it. So in this way it will not run for 251 times. And now we have Misa. Where is the Misa data? This one. So Misa data, so instead of the static value, I'm going to put here. Let's see the value. Okay, that's fine. That's working very well. Yes, it's just a little bit problem here. It should not be here. Why is, so let's say 256. Now we can see. Okay, so first time she got 5, then 1, then 2, then 3, and so on. So how many times the dice has been rolled? Let's have one more variable. Okay, now I'm going to check the number of the rolls, or how many times the dice was rolled. So here I'm saying dice rolled, yeah, okay, and its type of number and is equal to 0, because this variable will be used in the HTML file. That's why it's a global variable for the class. So here I'm saying this dot here Okay, so every time there is a loop, so value will be increased. And let's copy this from here, and so dice has rolled, ROLLED, rolled. Yeah, that's okay. And let's paste here. Let's see now the result. Okay, so 69 times the dice was rolled and the miser got 250. Okay, one more time. 73 times the dice was rolled and she got 254. So that's fine. That was the output which we like to have. But the missing thing is we like to have the Hashim data. So the second player. So let's do it here. Okay, let's start from very basic. Okay, from this point, just like we have for Hashim, I'm going to have for Miser, I'm going to have for Hashim as well. So here Hashim, now it's Hashim data and Hashim total. Okay, and inside this one I will roll the dice one more time, the value will increase and the match. So okay, this one, so this and these three lines will be copy for Hashim. So that's okay. This is for Hashim and this is for here Hashim again and again here Hashim. Okay, so now we have everything for Hashim, and let's copy this data. So data set and for Miser and here to here. Copy, and here I'm going to copy this one, and this time this is Hashim and this is Hashim data, and let's change the color to blue, here as well blue, and I think everything's fine. Let's see. Okay, yes, so we can see now. So 72 times dice was rolled, and here we can see the both players. The Miser winner because she got 251 and Hashim got only 256. So let's refresh. This time Miser again winner, Miser winner, Miser winner, and now the Hashim is winner because he has 253 and 252. So now we can see the one player record, how many times he or she got sixes and everything. And we can also see for other player. So we can see for both player. Yeah, I think that was the results, and that was everything. Now we can see the player and we can see who's the winner, and we can see the history. Thank you so much for watching and have a very nice time. Bye.